अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर, अल्लाहु अकबर। अब अल्लाह नूर पाया, कुदरत के सब बंदे एक नूर थे, सब जग उपजियारा। कौन भले को मंदे, कौन भले को मंदे। राम हरे हरि नाम बोलो, 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 हरि नाम बोलो, साई नाम बोलो, नाम बोलो, साई नाम बोलो, हरि नाम बोलो, साई नाम बोलो, नाम बोलो, साई नाम बोलो, राम हरे हरि नाम बोलो, राम साई रामा परम दयाला, साई रामा परम दयाला, परम दयाला, परम दयाला, मन मंदिर में दिया उजाला, मन मंदिर में दिया उजाला, राम हरे हरि नाम बोलो, हरि नाम बोलो, साई नाम बोलो, राम हरे हरि नाम बोलो, साई रामा परम दयाला, परम दयाला, परम दयाला, मन मंदिर में दिया साई बोलो, मौला साई बोलो, नानक साई बोलो, गोविंद साई बोलो, अल्लाह साई बोलो, मौला साई बोलो, अल्लाह साई बोलो, मौला साई बोलो, राम हरे हरे नाम बोलो.
Invoking the blessings of the Almighty, esteemed dignitaries, elders, leaders, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum, Namaste, and a very good evening. Eid Mubarak and Onam Shekal to all. At the very outset, we extend a hearty welcome to our dignitaries on the stage. Prince Rama Varma, celebrated musician and member of the royal family of Travancore. His Highness Sheikh Humaid bin Abdullah Al Mualla, the esteemed member of the UAE royal family.
Dr. Abdul Rahman Salim Al Suwaidi, founder and chairman of the Salama Foundation and patron of India Association, Ajman, UAE. Dr. Bu Abdullah, chairman of the Bu Abdullah Group of Companies. He was here with us a few days ago and we are very happy to welcome him once again. Dr. Sapna Poti, Director, Strategic Alliances in the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India.
Dr. B.N. Narasimhamurthy, Chairman, Prashanti Balamandira Trust. Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, social and spiritual leader who is spearheading the One World, One Family humanitarian mission of service across 100 countries worldwide.
India is a land of remarkable diversity, where myriad traditions, cultural practices, and beliefs are woven together into a vibrant tapestry called life. Here, each day unfolds like a festival, and in some corner of the nation, every sunrise heralds a new celebration.
Today is truly a special day as we observe and celebrate several festivities. September 5th is observed in India as National Teachers' Day. Our deep gratitude to each and every teacher who is instrumental in molding and shaping the lives of students, the future of the country and the world.
Today is also observed as Eid Milad un Nabi, the birth anniversary of Prophet Mohammed, peace be upon him. Divinely inspired and blessed to receive the message of God, his teachings and revelations constitute the Holy Quran, which is the very foundation of Islam. In India, as with this morning, we continue to celebrate the auspicious festival of Onam and once again extend hearty greetings to all.
As part of our tradition, we commence new ventures and initiatives with sacred chants from our Vedas. This evening, girl students will chant verses from the Narayanopanishad in praise of Lord Mahavishnu.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om बलश्च नारायणः दिशश्च नारायणः ऊर्ध्वश्च नारायणः अधश्च नारायणः अन्तर्बहिश्च नारायणः नारायण एवेदगुं सर्वं यद्भूतं यच्च भव्यम् निष्कलो निरञ्जनो निर्विकल्पो निराख्यातः शुद्धो देव एको नारायणः न द्वितीयोऽस्ति कश्चित् य एवं वेद स विष्णुरेव भवति स विष्णुरेव भवति ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु।
We will now have a special video presentation on the significance of today's festival, Onam, depicting the story behind the celebration, the story of King Mahabali and Lord Vishnu, who appears as Vamana. The video, please.
The vibrant harvest festival of the South Indian state of Kerala marks the annual visit of King Mahabali, a ruler whose reign is remembered as the golden age of the land. But beyond the festivities, Onam carries a deeper spiritual message, a story of humility, devotion, and surrender. Long ago, in the lush and fertile land of Kerala, there reigned a king named Mahabali. Though born in the Asura clan, often known for its fierceness and ambition, Mahabali was unlike any other. He was noble, virtuous, and deeply devoted to his people. Under his reign, the land flourished like never before. No one knew hunger, dishonesty was unheard of, and crime was a stranger. Villagers rejoiced in harmony, fields overflowed with golden harvests, and the air itself seemed to hum with prosperity. As Mahabali's fame spread far and wide, even the celestial beings, the Devas, grew uneasy because his glory shone so brightly that it seemed to rival theirs. The gods feared that the king's unmatched virtue and power might tip the cosmic balance, and they deliberated on how to restore order. Seeing this, Lord Vishnu, the preserver of the universe, decided to test the king's humility. He took the form of Vamana, a small, unassuming Brahmana, a dwarf with gentle eyes and a calm demeanor. During a grand yajna, a sacred ritual filled with the fragrance of incense and the sound of chanting, Vamana approached King Mahabali and spoke in a soft, humble voice. "O king, grant me just 3 paces of land, no more and no less." In spite of his guru Shukracharya's warning, Mahabali smiled and agreed without hesitation. He believed such a request to be modest and almost insignificant. But as soon as the king consented, Vamana revealed his true cosmic form, Trivikrama, stretching across the heavens and the earth. And with a single colossal stride, he covered the entire earth. And with the second, he spanned the vast expanse of the heavens. Mahabali looked around in awe. There was nowhere left for the third step. Realizing the divine play, Mahabali bowed his head in complete humility. Without hesitation, he offered his own head for the final step, placing his ego and pride beneath the feet of the Lord. With a gentle but powerful motion, Vamana placed his foot upon the king's head, and Mahabali was sent to the mystical netherworld. Yet, Mahabali's surrender was not a defeat. Pleased by the king's unwavering devotion and humility, Vishnu granted him a wondrous boon. Once every year, Mahabali would return to his beloved land and people. And so, the people of Kerala celebrate Onam, the vibrant harvest festival, preparing grand feasts, intricate floral carpets, joyous games, and lively boat races, all to welcome their revered king back home, honoring his virtue, humility, and eternal devotion. During Onam, homes in Kerala, adorned with pookalam, intricate floral carpets that symbolize prosperity and joy while welcoming King Mahabali. Families gather to enjoy the Sathya, a lavish multi-course vegetarian feast served on banana leaves, celebrating abundance and communal harmony. The festive spirit comes alive on the rivers and backwaters with Vallankali, colorful snake boat races that showcase teamwork, unity, and the joy of togetherness. Onam, therefore, is not just the return of a king, but a celebration of virtues that transcend worldly glory, reminding us that true greatness lies in humility, righteous living, and surrender to the divine.
This beautiful video has been created and produced by students of Performing Arts program under the Sri Sathya University for Human Excellence.
As part of the ongoing One World, One Family World Cultural Festival, we take this opportunity to express our gratitude to corporates, patrons, and partners, all those who have stood by us with shared beliefs and strive for collective welfare. This evening, we are delighted to present the CSR Circle of Honor to two of our corporate partners. The first is to Volvo. As part of its commitment to India's development, the Volvo Group has gone far beyond its role as a leader in transportation and infrastructure. Through strategic partnerships and advanced equipment, Volvo aids in the construction of roads and buildings and is steadfast in its mission to empower India's progress through infrastructure development.
Volvo Group in India is committed to creating a lasting social impact. Their Vaccination on Wheels initiative, which delivers healthcare services to remote areas, has been especially crucial during the COVID pandemic. Over the past few years, they have been supporting our institutions to empower underserved communities through comprehensive programs in education, health, and livelihood development. They have provided morning nutrition to more than 10,000 government school children in Hoskote, Devanahalli, and Nellamangala taluks of Bengaluru rural districts for the last 2 years. They have supported in upgrading science infrastructure by setting up a mini science center at Sri Niketanam Girls Campus in 2022, Sharda Niketanam Boys Campus in 2023, Gulbarga Campus in 2024, and a smart board at Hassan Campus.
The Volvo Group has pledged to support the education of a medical girl student for the next 5 years, and they're also supporting and installing medical oxygen plant at our hospital complex. The Sarla Hospital Blood Bank conducted a blood donation camp at Volvo factory at Hoskote in 2023, where more than 60 employees donated blood.
We have Mr. G.V. Rao representing Volvo here with us today, and we invite him to receive this honor. Associated with the Volvo Group for 28 years, ever since inception of Volvo India Private Limited in 1997, he has been working as Director, CSR, and External Industry Affairs for the last 5 years.
We request Mr. G.V. Rao to deliver his acceptance speech.
Good evening, everyone. Pranams to Sadguru and all the dignitaries on the dais. On this very auspicious day of Onam, Eid Milad, and also the Teachers' Day, really from Volvo Group, we are very glad to receive this recognition and award from the Sadguru. It is almost close to around 3 years, Volvo Group has been associated with the Prashant Balamandri Trust, Annapurna Trust, and Madhusudan Sai Group of institutions. We are very glad from Volvo Group to get associated, and we are very much inspired by the exemplary work which is being done by this great institution. And all the three verticals, both the morning nutrition, healthcare, and education, all three in a very, very humble way, we are associated from Volvo Group. And I would like to thank Sadguru and all the team of this great institution for giving us an opportunity to be part of this great inspirational work which is being done here. So I would like to once again thank you, Sadguru, and also the entire team here, and pranams to everyone. Thank you very much. Yeah.
Our next corporate partner is one of our oldest and most steadfast patrons, Sharp Software Development India, or SSDI. SSDI has been associated with us through the Even Foundation since 2019-20. For the last 7 consecutive years, they have continuously supported the education of our Gurukulam students. Such long-term commitments reflect Sharp's deep sense of care and conviction, which has strengthened the aspirations of many children.
Established in 1999 at the International Technology Park in Bangalore, SSDI is a key part of Sharp Corporation's global R&D network. It plays a strategic role in Sharp's Business Solutions Group, engineering software products that serve markets across the globe, including India. Year after year, they have ensured that young minds at our Gurukulam receive the opportunities, resources, and learning environment that they deserve. We are privileged to have with us this evening Mr. Praveen Kanipakam, Managing Director of SSDI. Let us welcome him on stage to receive this honor.
Mr. Kanipakam, who envisioned and established SSDI at its inception, has been its guiding force ever since. With an illustrious background in electronic software and research and development, he has contributed his expertise to premier R&D organizations in India and abroad. He now leads SSDI's innovation portfolio for Sharp's global business. We request Mr. Praveen Kanipakam to share a few words with us, please.
Om Sai Ram, all the dignitaries and all the friends here. Thank you so much for helping us realize our small vision of our social responsibility for educating girl children. That was our chosen mission in a small way. And like one of our MCs mentioned, for the last few years, we have taken these children from probably the middle school through and towards the graduate level. And going forward, we would like to take it more in a holistic way, where it's not only education, but also support from our staff members to be personal coaches for each one of them to succeed in their life. I'd like to thank Sunil and his team for helping us taking this mission forward. And thank you, Dignitary Swamiji.
The All India Vice Chancellors Conference, organized by Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence in the month of July, had participants from around the nation. They delved on integrating human values with secular studies at the university level. At the end of the conference, a resolution was unanimously passed that Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, which has been a pioneer in incorporating and providing values-based education, will lead this initiative through collaborations with universities across the nation.
This evening, we have 2 such universities who will be partnering with us through Memoranda of Understanding. The first MOU is with Kishkinda University, Bellary. We invite Professor Nagabhushan, Vice Chancellor of Kishkinda University, and Professor Shrikanthamurthy, Vice Chancellor of Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, to kindly come forward for the exchange.
The second MOU will be exchanged with Bangalore North University, Kolar. We invite Professor Niranjana Vanali, Vice Chancellor of Bangalore North University, to please come on stage. These MOUs focus on key areas like establishing a value education cell at the universities, teacher training, instituting gold medals for human excellence, joint usage of human excellence quotient tools, collaborative research, exchanges, and publications.
From education, we now turn to the next great force shaping human destiny, innovation. Innovation has always been the cornerstone of progress, enabling civilizations to rise, adapt, and flourish. The International Federation of Inventors Associations, or IFIA, was founded in 1968 and is headquartered in Geneva. It is a non-governmental, non-profit body that unites inventors, innovators, and institutions across the globe. Its mission is to promote sustainable development, encouraging technological advancement, and raise public awareness by addressing real-world challenges. In pursuit of this mission, IFIA works in close collaboration with governments, universities, innovation centers, and international organizations such as the United Nations and the World Intellectual Property Organization.
And today, we're delighted to announce the launch of an International Federation of Inventors Associations chapter right here at Sathya Grama, Muddenahalli, which would mark a significant milestone in the region's journey towards becoming a global hub for socially impactful innovation. Under the humanitarian leadership of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, the new chapter would serve as a powerful catalyst, seamlessly blending the spirit of invention with a commitment to rural upliftment and social good.
Sathya Sai Grama, already a nexus of free education, healthcare, and nutrition, is an ideal home for such a chapter. The existing ecosystem, which includes the Sri Madhusudan Sai Institute of Medical Sciences and Research and the Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, is built on a foundation of selfless service and a vision of one world, one family. The IFIA chapter at this location would not be a mere incubator for new technologies. It would be a crucible for creating solutions that directly address the pressing challenges faced by rural communities.
This chapter at Sathya Sai Grama will put IFIA on the global map of innovation and rural social impact. It will do so by showcasing how inventive minds, when guided by a humanitarian purpose, can create sustainable and scalable solutions for the world's most vulnerable populations. By fostering an environment where inventors are inspired to develop low-cost, high-impact innovations, the chapter will demonstrate a new model for global innovation, one that is not driven by commercial motives, but by the profound and compassionate vision of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai to serve humanity unconditionally.
We now invite Dr. Sapna Poti, Director, Strategic Alliance from the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor, Government of India, to deliver the keynote address. A PhD from IIT Madras with 30 years of experience, a Shivning Fellow and recipient of the Swedish Leadership for Transformative Change Fellowship 2023, Dr. Sapna has led landmark initiatives like Manthan and RUTAG, a member of Niti Ayog's expert group and global advisory councils. She has been honored with the Women of Excellence Award 2024 and We Lead Women Achievers Award 2025. Dr. Sapna, please.
Thank you. A very good evening to all of you, and especially for your hospitality, Sadhguruji. It's really been nice. Last 2 days, I have got a bit of the spirit of this place, but I'm sure it's much, much larger than what I have got so far. And a good evening to our friends from UAE as well. For all of those who may not know the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor, I thought I should introduce that to you. Dr. Abdul Kalam was the first who commenced this. He was our first Principal Scientific Advisor. And today, India has the fourth Principal Scientific Advisor, Professor Ajay Sood. He comes and hails from Bangalore, from Indian Institute of Science, an expert in quantum, nanotechnology, and so on. This office was largely developed because we had to provide interventions, provide advice, provide guidance to all the line ministries, to the Prime Minister's office and to the Prime Minister himself. However, post-COVID, we have grown a lot beyond the advisory role that we have been playing. The Prime Minister's Science Technology Advisory Council has developed several missions, like the Quantum Mission, the Artificial Intelligence Mission, the One Health Mission, and so on. Right now, we have moved on to the Empowered Technology Group, which also supports the line ministries and the Cabinet Secretariat for all the cabinet notes on science. But interestingly, since we have a large industry body and we have several institutes and startups to support, we felt the need of having a strategic alliances division, and that's the one which I head. And IFIA comes very clearly into this bracket of things. Here, we not only work with multinationals and Indian industries, we also work with different governments. We also have 1 lakh plus startups and about 55,000 tier 2 colleges. And of course, the IITs, NITs, triple ITs, AIMS, DRDOs, and all of these together in one platform. Because this is a large demand and supply interaction, we decided to have a platform, and that platform is called manthan.government.in. And this is a platform free for all, which also means school innovations, colleges that they are working on innovations, startups that are working on innovations, all of them can come on this platform and seek demand. Demand comes from the industries as well as from CSR. And I'm happy to share with you that we are at $1 billion worth of projects on this platform today. And this also has got the top 8 Global Government Initiative Award by the World Government Summit, which happens in the UAE. And I was proud to represent India and share it with 26 prime ministers and their delegates for a matter of 3 days. But we also noticed that a lot of tier 2 colleges have been very shy to pick up these demand that we bring in, right from developing a CSR proposal to actually getting these innovation projects. They have been very shy, and that is why we decided to have our next program, which is called the Utthan, which is upscaling tier 2, tier 3 colleges for the advancement of its network and our nation. When we say network, we actually mean one world, one family. We have a network across LMICs, which is low, medium income countries, as well as other countries. And that is why, again, the International Federation for Inventors Association works in very well, because we work together and we would like to partner on inventions not only from India, but cross-country. And similarly, our villages, as you know, 70% of our country today is of villages. And these villages do not know how to articulate a problem statement. They do not know how to come on a savvy digital platform and select their innovations, because of which now we have started developing rural smart village centers, and we have developed 50 of them in a matter of a couple of months. And I'm happy to also share with you that NABARD has come as a partner with us. And as you know, that NABARD has 1 lakh plus employees across the nation in various villages and so on. So they are the best suited for us to have as partners for market linkages and financial linkages and so on. Again, IFIA will be one of those which will work with us because we would also like to go to Africa, we would also like to go to UAE, as well as some of the neighboring countries. And this is how the Office of PSA and IFIA, and of course, Sadhguruji will be working together, and we'll make a very strong team and army which will ensure that the innovations reach the rural India. Thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Sapna, for that inspiring and insightful address. Your vision for connecting innovation with rural communities through government initiatives truly embodies the spirit of inclusive growth. Thank you.
Our next speaker is Mr. Anand Kannan, IFIA Bharat National Director, who will share his vision on the role of IFIA Bharat in Indian innovation. He has been associated for 25 years in various sectors of education, including marketing, media, civil engineering, health tech, and agri-tech. He is also a certified director from the Indian Institution of Corporate Affairs, Ministry of Corporate Affairs. Mr. Anand, please.
Namaste and warm greetings to all. Today marks a momentous occasion as we stand here in the serene environs of Sathya Grama, Muddenahalli, to inaugurate the headquarters of International Federation of Inventors Association Bharat chapter. Before I begin, I humbly bow down and seek the divine blessings of our revered Sadguru, Dr. Madhusudan Sai, whose unwavering support and divine guidance have made this dream a reality. Without his vision and blessings, we would not be witnessing this historic moment today. I extend my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Sapna Poti, Director of Strategic Alliance, Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor to the Government of India, for gracing this auspicious occasion with our distinguished presence. Your support reinforces our commitment to advancing India's innovation ecosystem at the highest level. To all our distinguished VIPs, bright students, and esteemed guests, welcome to what I like to call our innovation nursery. You know, they say necessity is the mother of invention. But here at IFIA Bharat, we believe innovation is the child of curiosity and the grandchild of courage. IFIA Bharat is not just establishing a headquarters, we are cultivating a movement. Our mission is to create an environment where inventions flourish and innovations become second nature. We envision a space where every idea, no matter how small, finds the nurturing grounds to grow into the world-changing solutions. Our federation is committed to supporting the various noble initiatives of Sadguru Dr. Madhusudan Sai, whether it is education, healthcare, rural development, or spiritual upliftment. We see innovation as the golden thread that can weave together all these initiatives into a tapestry of transformative change. From this tranquil corner of Karnataka, Muddenahalli, a place that might appear small on the world map, but is immense in its potential, IFIA Bharat will launch Indian innovations onto global stage from here. We are proof that greatness doesn't require grand metropolitan addresses. It requires grand vision and unwavering determination. As we cut the ribbons today, we are not just opening doors to building, we are opening gateways to possibilities. From rural innovations that solve grassroots problems to cutting-edge technologies that compete globally. This headquarters will be the launchpad for India's brightest minds. Let us together transform this sacred space into a beacon of innovation that illuminates not just India, but the entire world. After all, the best ideas often come from the most unexpected places, and Muddenahalli is about to prove exactly that. Thank you, and may this journey ahead be blessed with boundless innovations and unprecedented success. Jai Hind.
Thank you, Mr. Anand, for those encouraging words. Speaking to us next, we have Dr. Karthik Ramesh, National Co-Director and Principal Board Member of IFIA Bharat, who will share his insights and roadmap for the future. He's an alumnus of Sri Sathya Sai Institute of Higher Learning and several other premier institutes of India. He currently serves as the Group Chief Growth Officer of Tabby USA, a multi-billion-dollar group, and is the CEO for Middle East and Africa for their billion-dollar AI group company. Dr. Karthik Ramesh.
Saram, esteemed dignitaries on the dais, off the dais, respected elders, brothers and sisters. Today is a very special day of Onam and also It is a great day for United Arab Emirates. And in this moment of celebration, it gives me great pleasure to welcome all of you to the launch of not just the International Federation Inventors Association, which is the oldest association in the world which is fostering innovation, recognizing inventions, a United Nations body established in 1968. And on this momentous occasion, we extend our heartfelt gratitude to Sadguru Sri Dr. Madhusudan Sai for enabling this invention ecosystem. People talk about innovation. Steve Jobs once said, "The future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams." We, as the International Federation of Inventors Association, dreamt big, not just to make a dent in the technology world of healthcare education, but we wanted to tie it along the ideals laid down by Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai in terms of the global humanitarian mission, the one world, one family. And in one interaction, Sadguru very beautifully inspired the IFIA board about the need to focus on invention with impact, the need to focus on social and rural causes when we talk about inventions and innovation. I also want to take this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude to some of our associate partners, including Dr. Hiremat Global Enterprises, who is one of the sponsors of most of the events of IFIA, and a very renowned US group, which is the TABI group, which is already working with Sadhguru's mission here in the space of conversational AI and large language models. It is a commitment of such companies which is empowering IFIA Bharat to look at what is next in the best interest of not just innovation ecosystem, but the country and the world as a whole. As we chart the way forward, we are embracing a new era of global collaboration. With the esteemed presence of royal family members here from United Arab Emirates and the Royal Kingdom here in India, as well as the other esteemed dignitaries, I'm reminded of UAE's Vision 2071, which is focused on making their country as the #1 country at the forefront of healthcare, especially focused on cardiovascular diseases, cancer, immunology, genomics. And many of these visions laid down by the great president, His Excellency Sheikh of United Arab Emirates, I see there is a mirroring of that cause, of that impact, which IFI Bharat can partner with countries which are forward-looking, like the United Arab Emirates. We will shortly be celebrating also the Saudi Day, and Saudi Vision 2030 is also talking of a similar thriving economy, which is not just based on ambition and economic growth, but the need to focus on innovation with social impact. We are also greatly excited and looking forward to some of the foundational work which IFI Bharat can recognize in this space of inventions. A few months back, 4 students from the Sathya Sai University of Human Excellence here in Muddenahalli were selected to represent at Junicons in Texas. And they came up with some mind-blowing innovations and inventions. And I remember Sadhguru asked me, why don't you evaluate about these inventions? Are they capable of recognition? And I must tell you that Silicon Valley founders, investors who attended the event in Texas, Austin, have greatly lauded the efforts of our own students in Muddenahalli. And that has set a great purpose and encouragement for IFA Bharat that we should foster this ecosystem which Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai has created for all of us. As we celebrate the future and we look forward to the roadmap under the guidance and visionary leadership of Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, I would like to take a moment to honor the tapestry of cultures, the unity of faiths, which this 100 days of world cultural celebration is signifying. And truly, IFIA, with Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai's direction and blessings, I'm sure, will become a melting pot of not just invention, innovation, but also that of inspiration to the entire mankind to create invention capabilities at global scale. With these few words, we once again thank Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, the IFI board members, and all of our associate partners who have gathered here, and the startups whom you will shortly see, for being together with us on this momentous occasion. Thank you. Sai Ram.
Thank you, Dr. Karthik. Now, we will have a memorandum of understanding between IFIA Board and Sri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence. We once again invite on stage Dr. Vishwanath Hiremat, Dr. Karthik Ramesh, Mr. Anand Kannan, and Professor Srikantamurthy. This collaboration aims to promote innovation, research, and intellectual property development while fostering societal solutions. May we have all the board members, please. Key areas of partnership will include innovation workshops, incubation centers, student-faculty exchanges, and joint R&D projects.
One of the most exciting aspects of today's event is celebrating the brilliant minds who are shaping our future through innovations. We have with us today remarkable innovators whose creations are addressing real-world challenges and improving lives. We would like to invite the innovators to the stage as we call out their names. Mr. Tilak D. and Dr. Ramesh, Sentinel AI ML Labs. Your work in AI and machine learning through Sentinel Labs is pushing the boundaries of what's possible in intelligent systems. May we have Mr. Tilak and Dr. Ramesh on the stage? Dr. Vishwanath Hiremat. Dr. Hiremat Global Enterprises. Your global enterprises represent the expansion of Indian innovation on the world stage. Mr. Velu, AMES Life, India's most affordable exoskeleton. Your exoskeleton, which is affordable, is innovative, and it is democratizing assistive technology and improving mobility for those in need.
Mr. Vaibhav, IOTA Diagnostic Cervical Cancer Kit. Your cervical cancer diagnostic kit represents life-saving innovation in women's healthcare. Mr. Rohit Shah, Kalki Ecosphere Portable Water Purifier. Your portable water purification solution will definitely address health concerns in the remote regions of our country. Mr. Vijay Gopal, ReproSky, Nurse Psychostress Training and IVF Simulator. And lastly, we have Mr. Naveen Lakku, Founder and Chief Innovation Coach, Institute of Inspiring Innovation. These innovations represent the diverse and dynamic nature of Indian creativity, from healthcare and AI to education and environmental solutions. Each of these innovators embodies the spirit of IFIA Bharat, turning ideas into reality and solving real-world challenges.
As we can see, IFIA Bharat has been making waves internationally. The team has received prestigious medals and awards in the Philippines and Silicon Valley, and these global achievements demonstrate that Indian innovation is not just locally relevant, but globally competitive. Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai will present these medals and awards to the IFIA board members, recognizing their exceptional leadership and vision. We invite the board members to kindly accept the awards.
Firstly, Startup Pitch and Most Innovative Startup, Department of Science and Technology, Philippines, will be awarded to Cardio Bionic MedTech, IFIA Bharat. We request the board members to kindly come on stage.
and the Silicon Valley International Innovation Festival Silver Medal in Global Competition by Mayor of California for IFIA Bharat. This evening, in recognition of Sadhguru's extraordinary and pioneering contributions to rural development through innovative solutions in nutrition, healthcare, and education, IFIA Bharat proudly honors Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai with the award for exemplary innovation and humanitarian service.
IFIA Bharat recognizes that Sadhguru Madhusudan Sai's innovations transcend conventional boundaries, creating sustainable solutions that address fundamental human needs while fostering dignity, equality, and hope. His work exemplifies how innovation, when driven by compassion and guided by wisdom, can create lasting positive change in the lives of the most vulnerable populations.
Through his visionary leadership and innovative approaches, Sri Madhusudan Sai has demonstrated that true innovation lies not merely in technological advancement, but in the creative application of resources, knowledge, and human potential to serve humanity's greatest needs. And now, with deep reverence, the board of IFIA will honor Sadhguru by presenting a citation and memento. We request Dr. Hanumant Naidu, Dr. Satish Babu, Dr. Vishwanath, Mr. Anand Kannan, and Dr. Karthik Ramesh to join. And with this, we are delighted to announce that Sadhguru Sri Madhusudan Sai has graciously accepted the role of Honorary Founder Chairman of IFIA Bharat. May we please have the short curtain raiser video?
Today we mark a historic beginning. In association with Dr. Hiramat Global Enterprises, we launch IFIA Bharat at Sri Sathya Sai Grama, Muddenahalli, a movement to ignite invention, innovation, and entrepreneurship for humanity. India, the land of limitless ideas and pioneering spirit, now takes a new step forward, where innovation meets compassion, invention meets service, and entrepreneurship drives human progress. IFIA Bharat, in association with Dr. Hiramat Global Enterprises, innovation in service of humanity.
Thank you. Now, we are deeply honored to request His Highness Sheikh Humaid bin Abdullah Al Mualla to address us, please. His Highness holds an MBA in Human Resources from the University of Sharjah and has steered the Emirates' development with wisdom and foresight. Under his leadership, Al Quwain has preserved its natural treasures, its extensive mangroves, pristine beaches, and rich marine life, while also advancing in energy, trade, and agriculture. The Emirate contributes significantly to the UAE's gas and oil sector, sustains a robust agricultural base, and has developed thriving tourism with resorts that welcome visitors from across the world. His vision reflects a rare balance, nurturing tradition, promoting economic strength, and safeguarding the environment for future generations. With deep respect, we invite His Highness, please.
نمستي السلام عليكم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. اخواتي واخواتي الاعزاء، في هذه المناسبة المباركة ميلاد النبي محمد صلى الله عليه وسلم، أبعث إليكم بأطيب التحيات القلبية. نسأل الله أن يلهمنا هذا اليوم المقدس المفعم بالذكر الإلهي والتعليم. أود أولاً أن أهنئ سوامي على استضافتي هنا بقلب مفعم بالامتنان والدهشة. أقف أمامكم اليوم، هذه زيارتي الأولى إلى الهند وإلى ساتيا ساي غارما، وما شاهدته هنا قد أثر في بعمق والهمني وغيرني. كما أود أن أهنئ إخواتي وأخواتي من ولاية كيرلا بمناسبة عيد أونام، وأتمنى لهم عيداً سعيداً. وقد علمت أيضاً أن اليوم يحتفل به كيوم المعلم، ويسعدني أن أقول أنني التقيت سوامي معلم حقيقي في هذا اليوم المبارك في عالم تحركه المصالح المادية، أن نجد مكاناً نقدم فيها الخدمة باتقان، وتمنح فيها التغذية والتعليم والرعاية الصحية مجاناً لمن يحتاجه وتعلو فيه. فهذا بحق أمر الروح الوحدة. كل الحواجز الدينية والعرقية والوطنية أسأل الله العافية لهم. جئت إلى هنا بدافع الفضول، وغادر بقناعة في قلبي أن أكون جزءاً من هذه المهمة الرائعة. عالم واحد، أسرة واحدة. إن مهمة سوامي ليست مجرد مبادرة، بل هي تجسيد حي للرحمة والحكمة والمحبة الشاملة. وكان السماء قد منحت البشرية هذه الرؤية. أشعر أنني مباركاً حقاً لأني وجدتها. لقد بحثت لسنوات عن نموذج للخدمة يخاطب أطفالنا الروح ويرتقي بالإنسان دون تمييز، ويغذي بمستقبل عالمنا، واليوم وجدته. هذا هو ما كنت أبحث عنه، هذا النوع من العمل يتماشى مع قيم وطننا وأرض التسامح والكرم، وبناء جسر بين دولة الإمارات العربية المتحدة والثقافات. سادغورو، أن رؤيتك منارة للبشرية ولكل من يخدم هنا. أعلموا أن عملكم محل تقدير، وقد انضم إليكم الآن المزيد من الأيادي من مختلف أنحاء العالم. فلنبدأ معاً تعاوناً جميلاً، ولنسر معاً في درب الدراما والخدمة والمحبة. Namaste. Thank you.
A brief translation of the talk. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, in the name of God, the most gracious, the most merciful. My dear brothers and sisters, on this blessed occasion of Milan-un-Nabi, the birth anniversary of the Holy Prophet Mohammed, peace be upon him, I extend my heartfelt greetings to all. May the sacred day of divine remembrance and spiritual education inspire us to walk the path of compassion and unity. First of all, I want to congratulate Sadguru for having me here. It is with a heart full of gratitude and wonder that I stand before you all today. This is my first visit to India and to Sathya Sai Grama, and I must say what I have witnessed here has left me deeply moved, inspired, and transformed. I also wish all my brothers and sisters from Kerala a very happy Onam. I also learned today that it is celebrated as Teachers' Day, and let me confess, I am very happy to have met Sadguru, the teacher of truth, today. In a world often driven by material pursuits, to find a place where service is offered so selflessly, where nutrition, education, and healthcare are given freely to those in need, and where the spirit of unity transcends all boundaries of religion, nationality, and race, this is nothing short of divine. I came here with curiosity, but I leave with conviction and with a prayer in my heart to be a part of this wonderful One World, One Family mission. The mission of Sadguru is not merely an initiative. It is a living embodiment of compassion, wisdom, and universal love. It is as though the heavens themselves have gifted this vision to humanity, and I feel truly blessed to have found it. For many years, I have searched for a model of service that speaks to the soul, that uplifts without discrimination, and that nurtures the future of our world, our children. Today, I have found it. This is what I have been looking for. This is the kind of work that aligns with the values of our nation, the UAE, a land that believes in tolerance, generosity, and building bridges across cultures. Sadguru, your vision is a beacon for humanity, and to all those who serve here, know that your work is seen, valued, and now joined by many more hands from across the seas. May this be the beginning of a beautiful collaboration. May we walk together in the path of dharma, of service, and of love. Shukran, dhanyavad. Thank you. Thank you, Your Highness, for your gracious words. Your vision of leadership, where progress is balanced with tradition and care for the environment, is truly inspiring. We are honored by your presence and by the message that you've shared with us this evening. Thank you very much.
We are equally privileged to welcome Prince Rama Verma, a distinguished member of the royal family of Travancore. Prince Rama Verma is celebrated across the world as a Carnatic vocalist, Saraswati Veena exponent, author, and educator. A direct descendant of the legendary Maharaja Swati Tirunal of the Travancore royal family, his life continues the royal tradition of art and culture being inseparable from service and scholarship. Trained under stalwarts, including Dr. M. Balamurali Krishna, Prince Verma has graced some of the world's most prestigious stages, from the Madras Music Academy to London's Queen Elizabeth Hall, and even Rashtrapati Bhavan at the invitation of President APJ Abdul Kalam. His music is known for its clarity, depth, and accessibility, qualities that have won him admirers far beyond traditional audiences. As curator of Swati Sangeetotsavam Festival through his global workshops, he has inspired countless students and listeners, making classical music a living, breathing experience for people everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, it is our honor to invite Prince Rama Verma to address this gathering.
Good evening, friends, Sadguruji and dignitaries on stage. It's my pleasure to be here with you this evening. I am from Kerala, and any respectable Malayali would be eating with his family in Kerala on Onam. But I chose to be here today because I have been watching so many events happening here online, and I have been deeply impressed by the work that has been done by Sadguruji. I'm a musician and a music lover more than a guru, and today is Teachers' Day, and I remember all the great teachers, not only in music, but in other subjects, and teachers in life also. But I feel it is not just one day, but 365 days it is for us to learn and not to be a teacher. So I continue to learn, I continue to seek, I listen, I prefer listening more than talking. And one of the greatest highlights of my visit here today is that I've been watching several programs of the very, very talented, bright music students here. So when they invited me to come as a chief guest, I said to come all the way to Muddenahalli and just say hi to you and go. It would be nice if you can organize a teaching session. So we had a hurriedly organized teaching session this afternoon after lunch. And the students were, I hope, how many of you were there for my class? Can you raise your hand? Yeah, so many of them are there. They sang so beautifully. So just as a surprise, this is not planned. I haven't told them, and I haven't told Sadguruji either. But I'll give you a small sample of what music can do. Because music is one language, music, dance, comedy, these are all universal arts which can be enjoyed by people of any culture, which breaks the barrier of language. So this is not for me to sing, but to highlight to you how beautifully the students here sing. I'll just sing one or two lines and ask them to repeat after me. As I said, I haven't told them that I'm going to do this, but because they do it so nicely, it will leave everyone with a very, very, very good feeling in the heart. So can you just give G Shruti? And sound system, gentlemen or ladies, can you just switch on their mics also, all the people who are singing? Yeah, so there was a great saint. This is also a lesson for all of us. There's a great saint called Sadasiva Brahmendra, who was one of the greatest intellects the world has ever seen. And he used to work in the court of a Maharaja. And he was so strong and thorough in all subjects that he would challenge people to debates, and whoever debated on any subject with him, he would beat them. And he became more and more and more arrogant. And then once he met his guru, and he was boasting to his guru about how smart he was and how he could beat anybody in a debate. Then the guru very quietly said, well, you are so smart that you can beat anybody in a debate, but you are still not smart enough to shut up or hold your tongue. So this shocked him. Then he never spoke a single word until he died. So that is Sadasiva Brahmendra. He has left us with a lot of very, very beautiful musical compositions as well as spiritual literary works also. So I'll just share a very, very simple, beautiful, appealing composition in Sanskritam by Sadasiva Brahmendra, which I'm sure everyone is going to sing very, very nicely. So I'll sing. You can repeat just like we did in the afternoon. So can you, yeah, Shruti, G Shruti. Sarvam Brahmamayam Re Re Sarvam Brahmamayam Sarvam Brahmamayam Kim Vachaniyam Kim Avachaniyam Kim Rachaniyam Kimarachaniyam Sarvam Brahmamayam Kim Bhajaniyam Kim Bhajaniyam Kim Pathaniyam Kim Pathaniyam Sarvam Brahmamayam Sarvatra Sada Hamsa Dhyanam Kartavyam Bho Mukti Nidanam Sarvam re sarvam brahmamayam. So big round of applause to all of you. So big round of applause not only to the students but to the teachers who are teaching them all the time. I just taught them only once. Amazing, amazing work they have done. And I watch a lot of Sadhguruji's talks because he organizes this extraordinary wealth of culture from various parts of the world, which normally a person living in India, we can never get to see something like that. So the last few days itself, there were concerts by people from Greece, from Uganda is coming, Germany happened, so many places. And I find that whether it's a orator or a spiritual leader or a comedian or a singer or a politician, anybody who occupies a stage and talks to the people, they evolve one successful capsule and generally repeat the same formula again and again. But Sadhguru is very, very different. If you watch the concert by the Greek orchestra, at the end, when he speaks, it will be only about Greek and it will be totally relevant and connected to the event which just happened. So this shows how authentic a person is in a time when the more fake you are, the more famous you become. It is a refreshing change to find authentic people like Sadhguruji. Sometimes we may know somebody who has been through a lot in life, either very severe medical health, or they lose all their money, or they lose a loved one, they have disappointments. With so many adverse things, some people still maintain a very strong demeanor. They still maintain empathy, sensitivity, kindness, the ability to laugh. And we always say, oh, wow, this person has been through so much, but still they are kind, they are friendly, they are positive, they offer light and inspiration, which is a great thing. But it is much, much more difficult to remain grounded and rooted when we have prosperity. When people fall at your feet, people respect you, you are famous, you are rich, you are well known, and still to remain just the same. Earlier they were speaking about Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. I've had the pleasure of being acquainted with him before he was the president, when he was the president, and after he was the president. I've met him in private, It's the same Abdul Kalam. There is no difference between when he's president, he has two horns, and when he's crowned, it's always the same. You meet him one-to-one, it's the same. Meet him in public, it's the same. So I feel that this is one quality I cherish a lot above most other, this samadrishti, to see, not to suck up to people who are above you and not to talk down to people who are, nobody is above or below. So suppose we go to the airport and we have to use the restroom, there's a guy cleaning the toilet, and we might be traveling first class, but if that guy does not clean the toilet, we won't be able to use the toilet at all. So each person has their own place in life, and each place has its own value. So I have always believed that, and music, as you saw now, is one of the best things actually to create one world, the idea of one world and one family. So thank you so much for making my Onam so special with all of you. And thank you so much for having me here. Thank you.
Thank you, Prince Rama Verma ji, for that beautiful address. Just as your music resonates with clarity and depth, so too do your words leave us enriched and uplifted. We are grateful for the inspiration that you have brought to this gathering. Thank you.
On this very momentous occasion, we would like to honor our distinguished guests who have graced us with their presence and wisdom. First, to Prince Rama Verma ji, we extend a token of our gratitude, our love, and deep appreciation. Next, to His Highness Sheikh Humaid bin Abdullah Al Mualla. Thank you for being with us here today, sir. To Dr. Abdul Rahman Salim Al Suwaidi.
Dr. Bu Abdullah. Thank you for being with us. And Dr. Sapna Poti. Thank you, Doctor, for joining us today. And now, on behalf of everyone, we pray to Sadguru to bless us all with his benedictory message.
What a beautiful message by Prince Rama on this very unique combination of Eid Miladun Nabi and Onam, Sarvam Brahmamayam. That is the message of Sadashiva Brahmendra, very favorite of the composition is very favorite of mine. Sarvam Brahmamayam Rere. Everything is divine. That is what this great poet is singing. So when everything is divine, what is there to say, what is there not to say, what is to do, what is there not to do, everything is divine. He's so immersed in the joy of the divinity, joy of oneness. And today, as we celebrate both the festivals, we truly experience this joy of oneness. And that is the message of our country, our culture, that everything is one, everyone is the same. We don't see differences between each other. In all the diversity and beauty of the world, we still see that unity. And we are so honored to have His Highness Sheikh Humaid, who came all the way from UAE, accompanied by Dr. Abdul Rahman. He also came all the way from UAE to be with us. We are very honored because, as I said, this is a land of diversity and multiplicity, India. Yet there is an underlying unity that threads it all together, like a string of pearls. And when so many people, so dignified, are there, they all have been strung together by this one idea, that we are here to further the cause of progress of culture, humanity, compassion, camaraderie, and this idea of unity and harmony in the world. That's all they are all working towards. Dr. Bo Abdullah was also there just a few days ago when we were celebrating the UAE Day. We heard from him, and he came back again, bringing more of his kind, more of his guests to our home. Because he told that this is really a home to me, and I feel like coming back again and again. And I said, whenever you want, you come back. But I didn't expect he'll come back so soon. But you are welcome every day, every time. Thank you so much. With all these esteemed guests, it's a very uncomfortable position, because when you're flanked by kings and princes, it is not easy. You feel sandwiched between royalty. But I'm surviving nevertheless. Dr. Sapna Poti, the Strategic Alliance Head for the Government of India's program in the Office of the Principal Scientific Advisor. She came here a few days early, and she went around looking at what we do, how we do. And I asked her today, do you have an office? Do you sit out of Delhi or somewhere? She said, no, I don't believe in offices and sitting one place. I just go about everywhere doing my work. I felt that is exactly what I do. I don't have an office either. I just go around wherever I go, that's my office. That's how one should work. And I was very impressed by the idea that she's always working, wherever she's going, moving around, doing her work. There is no single office that she occupies and sits and works from there. That is what Karma Yoga is. You don't look at the offices and those positions of power and authority. You just look at what work can you do for the betterment of all. And she was telling, I have very little time, 10 more years she can work for the government. She said, I have to achieve so much. There are so many rural people, who need this help, and we must solve their problems. And there comes IFIA, which is in an international body, which was one of the earliest body which went into the idea of innovation and inventorship. And sometime when they came and approached me, can we have it here? Can we have your institute, this Sathya Sai Grama, as the chapter for IFIA International, the India chapter? I thought, do we even deserve to be a part of this? Do we even qualify for it? They said, Swamiji, we are not looking at what has happened. We are looking at what is possible here. The potential is immense. What you are doing, already solving so many problems of the rural people. So much potential exists here. I think that is the reason why we should house it here. And to Kannan, the president of this chapter, I wanted to tell him that he said that, the father is, for all these things, father is creativity and grandfather is courage. But let us never forget that great-grandfather is compassion and concern for mankind. Without that, courage and creativity is of no use. I always say, we have to be problem solvers. We have to be solution providers. But we are, most of the time, either crying about problems or creating more problems for each other. We are not trying to solve the problem. We are also a part of the same problem. When a country suffers, or a culture suffers, or a community suffers, you may think that you are insulated from such things, but somewhere we are all interconnected. Sarvam Brahmamaya, everything is connected, Sarvam Ekam. So we will get affected sooner or later by whatever happens at the other end of the boat. That just because the hole is at the other end of the boat, it doesn't make us any safer. Sooner or later the boat is going to sink and all of us are going to go down. So this connected humanity, this shared humanity is the idea with which all the innovation, progress, inventions, creativity, or whatever we do should happen. And that is why this is a very unique combination today. As I said, the tradition on one side of Onam or Eid, it's meeting technology on the other side, which will solve societal problems. Today we saw creativity in all the wonderful startups that had come here. I will talk about it a little more. And that meets compassion on the other side. It's not creativity, just creativity. It doesn't meet commerce. It meets compassion first and commerce later. That is the kind of place we want to create. A place where music, Prince's music, meets machine learning. Because though machine is artificial, yet it can solve a lot of human problems. So we have no problem, no conflict with modernism or with the ancient traditions. Both can go hand in hand. And I think this place provides that unique opportunity where science and spirituality can coexist in harmony without any conflicts. So that is, I think, the main reason why such a chapter of a scientific and innovation committee or international body should also be housed. Because if it's only in a scientific area, in those premier institutions of science and technology, then spirituality will be left out. And if these are housed in spiritual institutions where most of the time the work is all about prayers and worship, then it will remain away from the social good that it can do scientifically. So I think this place kind of provides a middle ground where science and spirituality come together. And that is why I welcomed them. I said, fine, whatever you think we can do together. If it solves somebody's problem somewhere, we are more than willing to participate. So we had long discussions and finally we have come here. So on their behalf, I have a request that each one of us should identify one problem that we see around us. Don't see the other person as the problem as a problem. And how to solve that problem. Especially most of our children come from rural areas. I think more than 80% children are from small towns and villages. They must be seeing some issue happening around. And can you identify that? And can you think about it? How to solve that? I'll give you an example. Sometime back, somebody sent me a link to a movie called Mallesham. It's a story of a young boy, an innovator in Telangana, who saw that the weaver community that he belonged to, they had a lot of trouble because it was not mechanized or automated. They were using the weaving machines which were kind of maneuvered by humans with their hands. And what he noticed that his mother had to kind of stretch her arms right and left several hundreds of times a day just to get the thread, properly aligned. While the father would work at the weaving machine, the mother would be kind of sorting out the threads. And she used to have a lot of shoulder pain. Because of that, he wanted to innovate and bring about a machine which can do it on its own. Now, for somebody else outside an industrialized setup of a spinning mill, it is not even a problem. We know it can happen. But weaving is a very specific craft. It needs certain patterns which are very traditional. You can't just automate everything. So he worked so hard, and I saw the movie. It was heart-wrenching. It's a true story. At the end of it, he did develop a machine. For 10,000, 15,000 rupees, he was suffering because that was all that he needed to build that machine. But he wouldn't get that. So his wife, mortgages, whatever gold she has, so much of struggle he goes through. People ridicule him, tell him that you're wasting your time, bother about your family. But he saw weavers were drinking poison and committing suicides because of loans. And they could only do so much work with hand. He wanted to mechanize some part of it. And finally, anyway, he succeeds after many trials and tribulations. That really inspired me. I said, look at that one man. And then he creates the machine, and I think he goes to some premier institutions, takes their help. In their lab, he works. Finally, somebody funds it, and the machine is out. And now it helps hundreds of weaver families. It saves those women from those terrible shoulder pains, after which, after a certain age, their hands stop working. So that is the kind of problem that the village was facing, and he solves it. But he didn't get the right support at the right time. He struggled a lot. So I was inspired by that. And many of you would have heard of the story of the Padman of India. We also had him receive an excellence award from us because they thought of the problems and they thought how could they solve those problems in their own limited capacity. So I think this frugal innovation is what India stands for. And this frugal innovation is there in Indian genes. We know how to use our limited resources and make the best out of it, because as a country we have always been very resource conscious. Even today in middle class families they are very careful. And that frugality in our innovation can actually change the entire landscape of rural India. And Dr. Sapna said what works in rural India would work with any rural community in Africa, in Southeast Asia, or in Latin America, or anywhere. Because humans are the same, more or less their requirements are the same. So I was very happy that if we can do something, solve a problem and create an impact for 5 to 6 billion people who are actually rural people, I think that is where we should start working. All other segments will be looked after because they're very easily commercializable and realizable, monetizable. So people will work in those segments, no doubt. But this is the other segment which has to be affordable, accessible, available to the large masses. So I think this mass or scale-based frugal innovation is what we are thinking that our center can host and provide for. So we will work with the Department of Principal Scientific Advisors Strategic Alliance to bring more ideas and innovations. And I'm very hopeful because our children come from rural communities, so they must have seen problems back home. If you can think that what are the problems that my mother faces, father faces, or uncles and cousins face when they're doing farming or weaving or any other little cottage small industry, you can come back and tell us that these are the problems. I remember last time when we had already set up a chapter for innovation council in our university. Children sent like these many entries for the ideas. Some of them were, of course, not very practical, but I said, don't think about practicality, just think, that is enough. And they thought wild. And they came up with so many solutions that the in charge told Swamiji, how am I supposed to answer these? I said, don't worry, children are children, they'll forget after some time, keep quiet, because these are not doable, what they're asking. But some of them are very, very intelligent, and some children also innovated. They came up with some products and softwares, which also got recognized at Dallas during the Junicon conference. So there is tremendous potential. Now, India is the cradle of civilization. Our genes are very creative. We were always entrepreneurs. We never worked for anybody. All Indians were entrepreneurs from the day one. We were weavers, potters, farmers, and name it. We never had a corporate structure where we worked under somebody. Everybody was independent. So that's why everybody was free and happy. And that corporate slavery didn't exist. So India was always a land of innovation and creativity, a freedom, the free thinking, where the mind is without fear. Because it can think, where the clear stream of reason has not lost its way in the narrow desert, whatever stand of dead habit, says Rabindranath Tagore, that there is freedom here in thinking. I think that is what we have to unleash. With the help of IFIA, we will do that. One or two innovations I want to mention, especially one person is there by name Velu Tane. He's not IIT or a triple IT or NIT candidate. He has not got educated. He doesn't even speak proper English. But such brilliance, such intelligence, so much of innovation. And he's working on a very beautiful product called an exoskeleton. It's basically it's a structure-like thing which you wear it, which will help the Indian soldiers to carry all the weight that they carry up the hills. As the altitude increases, the gravitational pull causes more weight than what you can think of. So every meter up is a few grams higher in your weight. You feel the weight in your shoulders, back. So a lot of Indian Army soldiers were getting hurt and were retiring early because of these injuries. And he has created an exoskeleton model, and now the government of India has given him the order to produce the first set of it to test it out. So I told him that, what do you require? He said, I need a space to manufacture all this. I said, I'll give you the space. What is that? I need 10,000 square feet industrial shed. I said, we will give you the industrial shed. Please manufacture. If it helps those soldiers carry all that they have to carry up the hills in the borders without damaging their spine and back, and they can serve the country longer, I think that would be a great contribution. So it was not about what it would go and earn at the end of it, what the government of India will pay for it, but more importantly, the soldiers will get benefited. And when they retire, they are not retiring half paralyzed with poor quality of life. They're retiring with same strength and vigor, they can serve the country further. So that is the idea, where what I'm looking for is, what is the intention behind your innovation? What is the intention behind your invention? That is extremely important for us, and that should not be compromised under the pressures of, whatever else to survive and to grow. We should never compromise our value system. That is the soul of our culture. So that is something that I want to tell, because this is supposed to be their occasion. To Karthik and everybody else who is a part of it, we are more than happy, and I expect all our children to come up with good ideas, and if they find a real problem, they should not only bring the problem, but also think how it could be solved. Or if you saw somebody solving it, can be scaled, structured, and made into a proper process, then we will work on those ideas here itself. So think about all these things. That is another thing. And we are also working with several universities today. I'm very happy that as an offshoot of all our value education programs, some of the university, Kishkinda University and the Bangalore North University, have come together to sign an MOU to further the cause of value education in higher education. In children's education, some moral stories, some education is there. But when you grow up, you hardly have any value education programs. Earlier, we used to have moral classes at least once in a week. That also has been disbanded in the recent times. So how to teach values to the youth and how to sensitize them towards the need of the people around, and how that could spiritualize them and give them peace of mind, otherwise mental anxiety and God knows how many things the youth are going through. So that is something that we had thought about, and these two more universities today have come. Before that, Kodagu University had signed with us, and slowly it is spreading. That is another very important chapter, because youngsters should be happy, joyful. Only then they can spread happiness. The other day somebody was asking why there is so much of road rage, why people for small things are beating up each other on the road, why that they don't have the patience to deal with each other. The interviewer was asking me. I told, because they are not happy inside, that's all. If they were happy, they would not be able to get angry. That happiness, the joy, inner joy will not allow you to behave that way, because they're not happy. And why they're not happy? Because they're doing something that they don't like doing. They want to do something and end up doing something else. So there's always a disconnect between their swadharma and the actual karma that they're doing. And that is causing all the confusion in the world. So as a university, we have taken steps to ensure that children get right opportunities. Those who pursue music, they get opportunity to pursue music. I'm sure if you tell them to do engineering, there will be a disaster there. They are good at what they are. But the moment money enters the system, everything gets messed up. Because then money becomes the end result of why you study anything. That is something that we have tried very diligently to remove from the equation and allow people to thrive in their own fields of knowledge, so that they will grow in excellence. And India will be freed from mediocrity that it suffers. In fact, the whole world suffers with mediocrity because of doing something other than what you are born to do. When you were singing, you take exams like this on the stage, but my heart is in my mouth. I don't know whether they'll sing on Apashruti or they will sing it wrongly. And what an embarrassment, public embarrassment, in front of 100 countries online. I was, till you finished, I was here. My throat was all choked. But anyway, they did well. They did not do badly. So good for them. But this is what it is. And to the innovators, inventors, and all the other esteemed vice chancellors, I want to tell that we are coming with an engineering program in rural engineering and technology, which is very customized, specific to India's rural needs. And as Sapna ji said, it could be easily extrapolated to any other rural country's rural needs. So that is a specific program which will teach you about technologies that are relevant to rural India, including AI/ML, and everything else, agriculture to infrastructure, sanitation, energy, water waste management, building low-cost houses, affordable housing, to everything. All that will come under that course, and next year it is going to start. So I would like to encourage some of the students who are still in 11th or 12th to please think about that path as well. That is very important. Last but not the least, I also would like to thank both Volvo, who have been our partners in progress of society. While they are a large global company, but they have also been very kind. Mr. Rao has been coming, and Mr. Indushekar earlier, he was also a part of it. So they all have helped us grow this organization. Every little help matters, every drop counts. So Volvo's support has been there, and Sharp Software, which is again looking at the girls' education, extremely important, because girls are the ones who don't go to higher education. School dropout rate in girls is very high across the world. We had Africa here, we saw so many African countries, the same problems. So the idea is that to encourage more of girls, if 50% of our population is girls, if they also get encouraged to study better, solve problems, innovate, and stand on their own feet, I think the GDP will automatically double, because there is so many more. Actually, women's contribution is not economized. Nobody writes about their GDP contribution, right? But they run families, they work in farms, they run small shops, they do odd chores, businesses, and they also contribute to the economy of the country, but it gets unnoticed. However, if they're educated and it is structured, it is mainstream, they will also get noticed, and they'll get the respect that they deserve. So much can be done, and I can go on and on, but to all the partners who are helping us bring more prosperity, peace, and progress to the last mile, I really thank them from the bottom of our hearts, from the entire community of our people. And we are very, again, deeply honored today to have His Highness over here. And he's already telling that you must come, we should discuss and do something about it. I said, more than willing. And this is what it requires, a king must keep his ears to the ground. That is what I always say. Not sit in the ivory towers and imagine a world outside, but must be with the people. So also was the King Bali. Today, he is also a king, Bali Chakravarti, whom we celebrate, because he was a very kind and just king. At some point in time, a little ego crept in, saying that I'm a great Dani, I can do all this. That's when Mahavishnu came and said, let me teach you a lesson, crush your ego. Out of his compassion, he taught Bali the great lesson of humility and surrender. Today also happens to be the day of the founding father of Islam, the great Prophet Mohammed, as they say, peace be upon him. He is the one who founded the idea of Islam, and he received these instructions from the divine. And he also taught the same thing, that what Islam means, surrender to God. The very word means. What Bali Chakravarti did, surrender to God. He put his sir really under the God's feet. Surrender. That is the idea of devotion. You must not have any ego, whether you are Islamic or Hindu or anybody. The crux of all religion is surrender to God, surrender to the divine, and then divine takes over and operates through you. And that is why all this is growing, because it's all God-willed and done by God. God's design, God's execution. We are just instruments in between. That is all our role is. So I'm again thanking everybody for coming here, being part of this wonderful organization initiative. It is truly one world, one family. I told Ravi Marma, see, you could not have your Onam Sadhya at your home with your family, but you are having with the entire world family today. With 100 countries being your family members today. You have expanded your heart. So your Onam has become the most glorious Onam that you would have ever celebrated. He said, of course, this is the best Onam. I'm sure our devotees from Kerala were sitting here. They'll feed him something well before he departs from here, isn't it? They have fed me very well. We all had this food, right? The lunchtime, everybody had. Sadhya, everybody had. See, they prepared for the whole institution, for thousands of them. So once again, a lot of blessings for Onam. And again, wishing a very happy Miladun Nabi to all the people who follow Islam and celebrate the great Prophet, and to thank our guests of honor on the stage and many of our guests off the stage. And last but not least, to all the teachers of our institutions and beyond, a very happy Teachers' Day. You are the pillars of strength for this institution. Your sacrifice is what makes things happen. So we bow down to all the teachers. As Acharya Devo Bhava, our scriptures say, you are equal to God. So wishing you also the very best. I conclude.
We are grateful to Sadguru for leading this innovation movement right here from Sathya Sai Grama for rural upliftment and for inspiring the students. And we are grateful to IFIA and the distinguished gathering who have graced us this evening for the upliftment of fellow beings in the spirit of one world, one family. Thank you so much. We will now have a short break and then reconvene back for the cultural program. Thank you, Sai Ram. India, through centuries, has been a cradle of art, imagination, and cultural richness. Every region of our country has its own flavors, variations, and styles, both in music and dance. As part of this evening's cultural program, we have two presentations which are synonymous and verily define the rich traditional culture of God's own country, the beautiful land of Kerala. The first will be a rendition of the Panchavadyam by Kottayam Vinishmarar and Party from Kerala, who performed and enthralled us this morning and on the behest of Sadguru have stayed back this evening to enthrall us once again. The Panchavadyam. Can we have another round of applause for Kottayam Vinesh Marar and party from Kerala? From the rhythmic beats and uplifting tempo of the Panchavadhyam, we now journey into the world of dance. We present this evening Kathakali, the Indian classical dance drama art form of Kerala that combines music, elaborate makeovers and expressive gestures to narrate timeless tales. Kiratam is a thrilling episode from the Mahabharata, beautifully adapted into Kathakali. The story revolves around Arjuna's deep penance in the forest to gain divine weapons from Lord Shiva before the Mahabharata war. To test Arjuna's devotion and strength, Shiva disguises himself as a Kirata, a tribal hunter, along with Mother Parvati. Both Arjuna and the Kirata claim to have slain a wild boar, leading to a fierce battle between them. Despite his valor, Arjuna is eventually defeated. Only then does he realize the true identity of the hunter. Humbled and amazed, Arjuna worships Lord Shiva, who finally reveals himself and blesses him with the powerful Pashupatastra weapon. The tale is known for its intense emotions, dramatic combat scenes, and powerful character portrayals, especially the rustic charm and majestic presence of Lord Shiva in his hunter form. This presence and this performance, directed by Kalamandalam Adityan and his accomplished team of artists, captures not only the grandeur of combat, but also the subtle emotions of surrender and grace. Ladies and gentlemen, let us immerse ourselves in the magic of Kathakali, Kiratam.
मदगजवदनं तं विघ्नविच्छेददक्षं
सरसिजभवजाया भारतीं सोममीशं
निशिचरकुलकालं राघवम् जानकींश्च
प्रतिदिनमधिभक्त्या नौमि वात्मीकिमार्यम्
गौरीशदेवं परीचिनोडु तपस्तप्तुमेवं तमीशं
गत्वा तीर्थानि तीर्त्वा वननगरनगान् देवसत्मा
സത്മാന്യനേകാൻ നത്വാ പിന്നിട്ടു ചെന്നു രജതഗിരിവരോപാന്ത ഗംഗാതടാന്തേ ശുദ്ധാത്മാ ചിന്ത ചെയ്തങ്ങൊരുപദ വവനിയിലൂന്നി നിന്ന നിന്നാദിനാഥം ഗൗരീശം മമ കാണാകേണം ശുഭഗൗരാഭം തിരുമേ മുഴുവൻ സൗരി വിരിഞ്ച പുരന്തര മുഖ്യ സുരാസുര സർവ ചരാചരവന്ധ്യ കുട്ടിലത്തിങ്കളും ജഡമുടിയിടയിൽ സുരതടി നീയും കൊടിയ പന്നകമണിയും മടുമലർ ശരൺ തൻ്റെ പടുത വേർപെടുത്തോരു ചിങ്കനൽ തൊടുകുറി ചേർന്നു വിളങ്ങുന്ന ഉരക കാഞ്ചികൾ മിന്നും തനു മധ്യവരവും പുരമഞ്ജീരവും ചേരും പുറവടിവും ഒരുതര ഭുവനങ്ങൾ പരിപാലിച്ചരുളുന്ന പരമശ്രീപാദയുഗ്മ സരസിജങ്ങളും നിത്യം ഗൗരീശം മമ കാണാകേണം ശുഭഗൗരാഭം നിവേദ്യ ഗിരിപുത്രീം പുനഃ ഖലു മൃത്യുഞ്ജയൻ ത്രിപുരഹന്ത ഭക്തജനപാലൻ മുക്തിദ സുശീലൻ മത്തഗജവക്രമുഖ മത്തഗജവക്രമുഖ പുത്രരോടുമദ്രിവര പുത്രരോടുമദ്രിവര പുത്രിയോടും എത്രയും ദാരം വേട്ടയ്ക്കു വട്ടമിടകൂട്ടിച്ചുഴന്നരിയ കാട്ടിൽ അകത്തു വടിയോടെ പൊട്ടൊഴിയെ മൃഗതത്തിയെ പൊട്ടൊഴിയ മൃഗതതിയെ വട്ടമിടയിട്ടു വല വട്ടമിടയിട്ടു വല വലകെട്ടി വിളിയിട്ടു പരമേശൻ ഓടാ നീ ആരടാ മൂഢ ഞാനെയ്ത കിടിയേ.
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 ഓടാ നീ ആരടാ മൂഢ ഞാനെയ്ത കിടിയേ. കൂടെ വന്നെയ്തിടാമോടാ
ഞാനെയ്ത കിടിയേ. കൂടെ വന്നെയ്തിടാമോടാ.
പാടവം പാടവം പാടവമേറുമെങ്കിൽ
പാടവമേറുമെങ്കിൽ
പേടി കൂടാതെന്നോടോ
പേടി കൂടാതെന്നോടു
ചടുതി ചാടുപോർ തുടരുകയല്ലേ
ചടുതി ചാടുപോർ തുടരുകയല്ലേ
കടുത വല്ലിടവും ഓടി ഒളിക്ക
കടുത വല്ലിടവും ഓടി ഒളിക്ക
ദുഷ്ട കാട്ടാള ദുഷ്ട കാട്ടാള വന്നെന്നെ തൊട്ടതിനാലേ
കാട്ടാള വന്നെന്നെ തൊട്ടതിനാലേ
വാക്കുവൻ നിന്നെ ഞാൻ
തൊട്ടതിനാലേ നഷ്ടമാക്കുവൽ നിന്നെ ഞാൻ
കേട്ടു ധിക്കിൽ ദിക്കിലും പുകൾ പെട്ടോരർജുനനക
എട്ടു ദിക്കിലും പുകൾപ്പെട്ടോരർജുനനകം
എട്ടു ദിക്കിലും പുകൾ പെട്ടോരർജുനനക
എട്ടു ദിക്കിലും പുകൾപ്പെട്ടോരർജുനനകം
എട്ടു ദിക്കിലും പുകൾ പെട്ടോരർജുനനകം
ദിക്കിലും പുകൾപ്പെട്ടോരർജുനനകം
ഇഷ്ടവൈക ഗുരുമട്ടലരംവനെ
ഇഷ്ടവൈക ഗുരുമട്ടലരംബനെ
ഇഷ്ടവൈക ഗുരുമട്ടലരംബനെ നഷ്ടമാക്കിയ പുരാനുടെ ഭജനെ
നഷ്ടമാക്കിയ പുരാനുടെ ഭജനെ
നഷ്ടമാക്കിയ
പുരാനുടെ ഭജനെ
കേട്ടിട്ടുള്ള കാട്ടാളൻ ഞാൻ കേട്ടിട്ടുള്ള കാട്ടാളൻ ഞാൻ സ്പഷ്ടമേ നിങ്ങളുടെ
കേട്ടിട്ടുള്ള കാട്ടാളൻ ഞാൻ സ്പഷ്ടമേ നിങ്ങളുടെ
ചട്ടവട്ടങ്ങൾ ഐവരും
സ്പഷ്ടമേ നിങ്ങളുടെ ചട്ടവട്ടങ്ങൾ ഐവരും
കൂട്ടമേ നിങ്ങൾ പുലയാട്ടുള്ള അന്തകാന്തക പോരും പൊരുതതു
അന്തകാന്തക പോരും പൊരുതതു
അന്തകാന്തക പോരും പൊരുതതു
അന്തകാന്തക പോരും പൊരുതതു
കണ്ണു പുകയുന്നു
ചെന്തി കണ്ണു പുകയുന്നു
ഗോത്രജയന്റെ ഗാത്രവശ ഗോത്രജയന്റെ ഗാത്രമശേഷവും
ഗോത്രജയന്റെ ഗാത്രമശേഷവും
കൂർത്തുമൂർധശരങ്ങള
കൂർത്തുമൂർധശരങ്ങള
പാർത്തുകാൺക മുറിച്ചൊരു പാർത്ഥന്റെ
പാർത്തുകാൺക മുറിച്ചൊരു പാർത്ഥന്റെ
മൂർത്തി ഞാൻ തകർത്തിടുവ
പാർത്ഥന്റെ മൂർത്തി ഞാൻ തകർത്തിടുവ
ഫൽഗുന കാട്ടാളനല്ലിവൻ
പൊട്ട ഫൽഗുന കാട്ടാളനല്ലിവൻ
പൊട്ട ഫൽഗുന
കാട്ടാളനല്ലിവൻ
മട്ടലർവണദേവനേ
മട്ടലർവണദേവനേ
ചുട്ടുപൊട്ടിച്ചവനെ നീയം പെയ്തു
ചുട്ടുപൊട്ടിച്ചവനെ നീയം പെയ്തു
പൊട്ടിച്ചാൽ നീയും നഷ്ടമാ
പൊട്ടിച്ചാൽ നീയും നഷ്ടമാ
വേടനാരിനി പോടി വേടനാരിനി പോടി മഹാമൂഢേ
വേടനാരിനി പോടി മഹാമൂഢേ
പേടി കൂടാതെ പോരിടേ
പേടി കൂടാതെ പോരിടേ
ചാടി വന്നിടിലെയ്തു വശം കെടുത്തി
ചാടി വന്നിടിലെയ്തു
വശം കെടുത്തിടുവൽ പാരം നിന്നുടൽ
വശം കെടുത്തിടുവൽ പാരം നിന്നുടൽ
സവ്യസാചി ഞാൻ ചൊന്നതും
മാനവ സവ്യസാചി ഞാൻ ചൊന്നതു
മാനിയാതെ ഞെളിഞ്ഞു നീ
മാനിയാതെ ഞെളിഞ്ഞു നീ
നൂനമെയ്യുന്ന ബാണങ്ങളൊക്കെയോ
നൂനമെയ്യുന്ന ബാണങ്ങളൊക്കെയും
സൂനമായി പോക പാണ്ഡവ
സൂനമായി പോക പാണ്ഡവ
ഭവാനി അരുൾ ചെയ്തതു മാനിയാതെ
അമ്പുകൊണ്ടു പുരവൈരിയെ മൂടിപ്പാർത്തവൽ
ഗിരീന്ദ്രതനയ ശബരാംഗനാസ്മ
ശാപം കരോതി സുരനാഥതനൂജമേവം
വൃത്രനാശന പുത്ര ഞാൻ ചൊന്നതോ
വൃത്രനാശന പുത്ര ഞാൻ ചൊന്നതോ
അത്ര നീ കേൾക്കയില്ലെങ്കിൽ
അത്ര നീ കേൾക്കയില്ലെങ്കിൽ
അത്ര സാമർഥ്യമുള്ള നിൻ തൂണിയിൽ
അത്ര സാമർഥ്യമുള്ള നിൻ തൂണിയിൽ
അസ്ത്രമില്ലാതെ പോകട്ടെ പാണ്ഡവ
അസ്ത്രമില്ലാതെ പോകട്ടെ പാണ്ഡവ
ചൊല്ലഴൂ വിജയനാവനാഴിയതിലില്ല അഞ്ഞു ശരമപ്പോഴേ
വില്ലെടുത്തു ചില തല്ലുകൂട്ടി പദമുല പാടകരമൂർധ്നി
തല്ലുകൊണ്ടു സുരഗംഗ പാർത്ഥനുടവില്ലുമങ്ങധ പറിച്ചഹോ
അല്ലൽ പൂണ്ടു സകലേശ്വരന്തമിതി ചൊല്ലിനാൻ സുരവരാത്മജൻ
പുഷ്പതൽപേ വിജയനധപതിച്ചാകുലപ്പെട്ടു പാരം
പൂമേയ് കൈകാൽ തളർന്ന അധിക വിവശനായി വീണു കേണോ പാർത്ഥൻ
സോമാപീഠം ശിവം തം സവിധ ഭുവി വരം മൃത്യുകൊണ്ടേ ചമച്ചു.
ശ്രീമാനർച്ചിച്ച പുഷ്പം സകലമധകിരാൻ മൗലിയിൽ കണ്ടു ചൊന്ന
മന്മഥ നാശന മമ
മന്മഥ നാശന മമ
കർമ്മമേവ മോ മമ
കർമ്മമേവ മമ
ജന്മം ഒടുങ്ങുവാൻ വരം
ജന്മം ഒടുങ്ങുവാൻ വരം
കൽമഷാരെ തരേണമേ
കൽമഷാരെ തരേണമേ
ദേവദേവ തവ പാദേ
ദേവദേവ തവ പാദേ
ആവോളം ഞാൻ അർച്ചിച്ചോരു
ആവോളം ഞാൻ അർച്ചിച്ചോരു
പൂവുകൾ കാണുന്നിതല്ലോ
പൂവുകൾ കാണുന്നിതല്ലോ
കേവലം കാട്ടാള മൗലവോ
കേവലം കാട്ടാള മൗലോ
അന്ധകാരി ഭഗവാൻ താൻ
അന്ധകാരി ഭഗവാൻ താൻ
എന്തിതന്നെ ചതിക്കയോ
എന്തിതന്നെ ചതിക്കയോ
വെൺതിങ്കൾ തെല്ലിതാ കണ്ടേ
പെൺതിങ്കൾ തെല്ലിതാ കണ്ടേ
ഹന്തവേടൻ തൻ തലയിൽ
ഹന്തവേടൻ തൻ തലയിൽ
സർവലോകേശ്വരി മായാ
സർവലോകേശ്വരി മായ
പാർവതിയോ വേടനാരി
പാർവതിയോ
നാരി ഭാവമായി കണ്ടതയോ
നാരി ഭാവമായി കണ്ടതയോ
ജീവിച്ചതും പോരും പോരും
ജീവിച്ചതും പോരും പോരും
കർമ്മണ മനസ വാച
കർമ്മണ മനസാ വാച
ദുർമതി ഞാൻ ചെയ്തതെല്ലാം
ദുർമതി ഞാൻ ചെയ്തതെല്ലാം
ബ്രഹ്മമേ
ബ്രഹ്മമേ
പരബ്രഹ്മമേ പൊറുത്തെന്നൂടെ
പരബ്രഹ്മമേ പൊറുത്തെന്നൂടെ
ജന്മമുക്തി വരുത്തേണം
ജന്മമുക്തി വരുത്തേണം
ഉത്തിഷ്ഠ തിഷ്ഠ സുകുമാര സുകുമാര കളേബര നീ
അത്തൽ പെടായ്ക കുരുവീര കുലപ്രവീര
അത്യർത്ഥമിൽ നുതവ ബാഹുബലങ്ങൾ
ചിത്തേ നിനച്ചു പുനരിത്തൊഴിൽ ഇന്നു കാട്ടി
തെറ്റു നിന്നോടു കയർത്തു ഞാനു
ഊറ്റങ്ങളെല്ലാം
ഏറ്റം പ്രസാദം തവ തല്ലുകൊണ്ടു
പാറ്റിടുവൻ ഞാൻ ഇഹലോക ദുഃഖം
ഹര ഹര ശിവ ശംഭോ ശംഭോ ശങ്കര ശങ്കര വിശ്വമൂർത്തേ
ശിവ ശിവ ശരണം ത്വം ശൈശവം മേ ക്ഷമസ്വ
ഹിമഗിരിസുതയെന്നു ദേവി ഹിമഗിരിസുതയെന്നു ഞാനറിഞ്ഞില്ല ഗിരിസുതയെന്നു ഞാനറിഞ്ഞില്ല അറിഞ്ഞില്ല ദേവി ഞാനറിഞ്ഞില്ല ദേവി
മമ കൃതം അപരാധം സർവമേത് ക്ഷമസ്വ
പാരാളും കുരുവീര ഹേ ഹരിസഖേ ഖേദിക്കൊല ചെറ്റുമേ
ഓരിന്നേറ്റധ വേടനായി തവ ബലം കാൺപാനകം ഫൽഗുന
സാരം പാശുപതം ശരം ചവരവോ കൈ കൊണ്ടു നീ അങ്ങു
പോയിരീണാം ഹരവും വരുത്തിയവനോ
കീർത്തിയാ ചിരം വാഴുക. നാരായണന്റെ സഖിയാകിയ പാണ്ഡവല്ലോ പാരിച്ച ദുർമതമടക്കി വരം കൊടുപ്പ കൈരാതവേഷധരനാകിയ ചന്ദ്രചൂടൻ കാരുണ്യമെങ്കലരുളി ഈടുക സർവകാലം.
A stunning Kathakali performance on Kiratam Kathakali performance by Kalamandalan Adityan and team. On the Kattalan, we had Kalamandalan Adityan, Kattalastri Kalamandalan Vignesh, Arjunan Kalamandalan Girish, Kutti Kattalan Kalamandalan Sai Karthik and Kalamandalan Yatindran, Pratyaksha Shiva Kalamandalam Sai Karthik, Parvati Kalamandalam Yatindran, Music Kalamandalam Yashwant and Kalamandalam Srijit Marar, Chenda Kalamandalam Shrivin, Maddalam Kalamandalam Ramadas Nambisan, Tutti Kalamandalam Srijit, guest room assistants Kalamandalam Harikrishnan and costumes Vayakanda Kunjunayar Trust and Karalamanna.
Want to say a word about the Kathakali? Yeah, please, after you.
It's been, just like I was talking to him earlier, the traditional arts are mostly dying out or struggling. But we need people like this to take the art to the masses. I've never seen a Kathakali program which is so entertaining, and I have never, normally Kirata would be very scary, but we have a very cute and adorable Kirata today. So everybody, I am from the ex-royal family of Travancore, and when the Maharaja used to rule, the British were ruling the Maharaja, of course, and then they organized a Kathakali program for the Britishers who had visited Travancore, and then it was Kirata actually, and the two gentlemen holding the curtain in front, so the Kirata appeared with a black beard and he was shaking the curtain, and the British people were so scared they ran away. So then later they sent a message, we want to give something, a medal to somebody. Then they actually wanted to give a medal to the two gentlemen who were holding the curtain. They protected them from the Kirata. So it is like that. But really, it is, as a Keralite, I spent Onam in this afternoon with this very, 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 very musical group of children. And we had the company, inspiring and wonderful company of Sadguruji. And this is the perfect ending to a wonderful evening. Because all traditional arts, they can thrive or they can die out. It depends on human beings like us. And I'm sure after this evening, Kathakali is definitely safe in the hands of these people. Thank you so much. Thank you for it. I just came here to enjoy the program. He suddenly asked me to come on stage. I have no role here, but thank you to Sadguru for letting me express my thoughts here. Thank you so much.
I'm also particularly pleased with the performance, and as I said, they made it so audience friendly. They connect with the audience, especially when they saw there are so many children. Kirata going around is a new addition. I think not many do that. And with Kathakali being a serious traditional art form, they brought a lot of happy, joyful way of telling the story. Storytelling is a part of Indian culture, whether it's Kathakali, Yakshagana, Harikatha, Burrakatha, all kinds of traditional art forms are there. They tell stories. That is how they've kept our culture alive. All cannot read Vedas and Upanishads and Puranas. That's not for common men. So Bharata Muni's Natya Shastra brought theatre into picture. It seems he went to Brahma. And then he received this boon that because Devatas were having fun because they only could understand all the things. Devatas means those elite, educated, intellectual class. What about the masses? That's how theatre was born. And now the theatre continues. We want to definitely protect all the art forms of India and elsewhere also. And these are our traditional art forms. You know, the more audience it has, the more it will thrive and grow. That is what Rama Varma Garu is saying. So our hearty congratulations for bringing this whole scene so alive and with so much of fun in it. Everybody enjoyed it. Nobody felt the seriousness of a war or a fight going on over here. And very beautifully done. All of them have performed very well. They are all men, by the way. That is how these old art forms were. All men were dressed up as women and do that. And with the beautiful music, even the singing was very nice. Very beautiful singing. I like that. Very good. So I'm very pleased with this whole thing. And as I said, it's a very happy ending to Onam. We started with Panchavadyam in the morning also. I was so impressed with the Panchavadyam also that I told them to stay back and play again in the evening for the sake of those who missed the morning program. So these are all our traditional art forms we must all protect. And you must develop an ear for it. You have to develop an understanding of it. The more you spend time on these things, the more it becomes a part of you. As Nada Gurukulam is opening on 29th September, 27th of September, the first block of Nada Gurukulam is opening. In that, apart from the classical traditional art forms, we are also promoting folk arts, including Yakshagana is the first one. So people who want to learn Yakshagana can learn in Nada Gurukulam also. But alongside, you have all the other art forms we will promote. This is our culture. This is how beautiful our country and our culture is. And generally, these things can go on for the whole night, by the way. They can go on and on because that is how it was. Everybody will come together at the end of the day, sit in the temple or the premises of the temple, and then the storytelling would start. It will go on till early morning. That is how festivals are celebrated. So I'm very pleased and very happy that this has happened, and to all the devotees of Kerala who organized this, special blessings for making our day so special and so entertaining. We truly enjoyed the Onam festival, and with that we will bring this to a close. Much gratitude to all the people who worked hard, and blessings to all of them.
सर्वसुगुणसिन्धवे सकलसुजनबन्धवे सर्वसुगुणसिन्धवे सकलसुजनबन्धवे गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् दीनदुःखितपोषकाय दानधर्मप्रेरकाय दीनदुःखितपोषकाय दानधर्मप्रेरकाय सर्वलोकहितरताय सर्वमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापकाय वेदनादवर्धकाय विश्वशान्तिस्थापकाय ब्रह्मज्ञानबोधकाय दिव्यमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् सदय हृदयराजिताय सुमन सदन शङ्कराय सदय हृदयराजिताय सुमन सदन शङ्कराय शरणमुक्तिकारणाय मोक्षमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् सत्यसायिनः प्रियाय सत्यप्रेमविग्रहाय सत्यसायिनः प्रियाय सत्यप्रेमविग्रहाय नित्यशुद्धनिर्मलाय नित्यमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय दिव्यमङ्गलम् सद्गुरवे मधुसूदनाय महितमङ्गलम् ॐ जय जगदीश हरे स्वामी सत्य साई हरे भक्तजना संरक्षक भक्तजना संरक्षक पति महेश्वर ॐ जय जगदीश हरे शशिवदना श्रीकरा सर्वा प्राणपते स्वामी सर्वा प्राणपते आश्रितकल्पलतीका आश्रितकल्पलतीका आपद्बान्धवा ॐ जय जगदीश हरे मातपिता गुरुदैवमु मरियन्तयु नीवे स्वामी मरियन्तयु नीवे नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नाद ब्रह्म जगन्नाथ नागेन्द्राशयन ॐ जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी वो साई महादेवा सद्गुरु साई महादेवा मंगलहारति अंदुको मंगलहारति अंदुको मंदर गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण 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 ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम सत्य नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा ओम सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय। जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन